Hello, you gorgeous and sexy soul. Welcome to. Oh, that was weird. I just forgot what this channel is called. Almost 2 years in. Wow. Okay, let's try again. Hello, you sexy, sexy creature. Welcome to Practice Intimacy. This is the place to be to learn all about love, sex, and how to have the best relationships you possibly can. And what I want to share with you today is a simple, wonderful practice from the world of Tantra that you can bring into your relationship immediately in order to feel closer to your partner, to feel more connection and a little bit more depth to the intimacy you experience, and have a little bit more of a transcendent experience the next time you have sex together. So before we actually get into this simple practice, let me just give you a tiny tidbit of what Tantra is. So I'm thinking about classical Tantra in this moment. There's also Neo-Tantra, which is a little bit different. Classical Tantra, it's a pathway to liberation. What that actually means is it is a systematic practice that lay people in ancient India would do. So 2,000 years ago, even before that, it's just all the texts that we know of. The written tradition is from 2,000 years ago, but this was an oral tradition before that. So who knows how long people have been practicing different rituals, different meditations, different movements, different ways of connecting with each other in order to break out of the mindset that you are just your body, that you are just your mind. The idea is that in this pathway to liberation, you are liberating your spirit to come into contact with all of life so that you experience yourself as a part of source energy. And put whatever words you want to on that. Some people would say God. In Tantra, they would say pure consciousness or Shiva. You could say universe. The word source works for me often because in my mind, if I want to connect to the mystery that is life, the unknown reason why we're all here and able to communicate and all of this and feel and everything, there is some energy that created this. And that's pretty magical, in my opinion. It is purely scientific, but beyond explanation. And so in that way, kind of magical feeling. Maybe one day we'll be able to explain the mystery of life, but not yet. And so for me, source makes the most sense. That's just what makes sense in my mind. But use whatever language works for you. However you experience connecting to what tantrikas would say is divinity, the divine part of you that is connected to everyone else and everything else and goes beyond the limited experience of your individual ego, your individual, they would call it an avatar, this particular form that you have taken on in order to experience the world. That's all super esoteric, but it's good to understand the roots of this lineage and really the purpose of a Tantra practice, because an offshoot, a lovely bonus that you receive from doing these practices is that sex feels better. Cool. Actually, all of life starts feeling better, but the whole purpose of Tantra was to experience enlightenment, liberation in this lifetime. So take that in whatever way fits for you, leave the rest of it. And now let's get into the practice. This is such a simple practice. I love it. It's so easy. It's kind of like Tantra for lazy people. If you feel like you don't have a ton of time to practice, or you look at different practices and you're like, that's too much work, this is the one for you. And so what you would do is sit across from your partner. You could really do this at any moment. It could be just during your day, whenever you want to connect. It could be right before sex. I suggest trying it right before sex just because it really does deepen the experience in a way that might surprise you. So sit across from your partner, ideally knees touching. You could sit on the bed with your legs crossed. You could sit in a chair with knees touching, whatever feels right to you. Make your spine tall. You really want to like reach through the crown of your head, pull your shoulders down and back, relax your body, and start by closing your eyes. And for 3 minutes, all you're going to do is experience your presence. So become really present. You can focus on a center line through your body from the base of your pelvic floor to the crown of your head, just in front of your spine. Just focus on a line of energy. If energy sounds a little too like woo-woo to you, the way I actually like to imagine this is there is a pulse that happens in our cerebral spinal fluid. And so I actually just imagine following that pulse. And I'm actually going a little faster than what it moves, but I just move up and down my spine, imagining that pulse of fluid that is keeping you alive. Or if you resonate more with energy, follow the energy. Just follow the energy of your breath, follow the energy of the movement of that fluid up and down your spine. I don't know why the light just went out, but it did. That distracted me. We're back. Follow that for 3 minutes. And as you do it, imagine connecting yourself to the rest of life. Experience yourself as a part of Source, a part of the vast mystery that is existence, and really just let yourself open up to the possibility that you are divine consciousness, that you are Shiva, pure consciousness, experiencing reality. And use whatever words work for you, that you are universe experiencing reality, that you are energy experiencing reality, whatever works for you. And then what you'll do next is you'll open your eyes and you'll look at your partner, look at their face, look at their body, look into their eyes, and experience them as the mystery of life, this unknown energetic force that is keeping us all lit up from the inside, interacting with each other, bringing love and care to each other. And if this language feels right for you, then finding reverence for them as a source of divinity in this world, as a little part of the collective consciousness, just sitting right in front of you. And so as you go through this practice, what you're doing is you're moving out of the mundane belief that your partner is just some human, which they are on one level, but just some human that you're interacting with their particular history and their particular idiosyncrasies and all of that. And same for you, interacting with yourself from the particular way that you usually interact with yourself, the stories that you make up about who you are and how you show up in the world, shifting from that to a different perspective where you're holding a little bit more awe and wonder for this complex being that really does not make any sense why we're here, what we're doing here. There's no rhyme or reason to it, we just are. But still, there's something so magical about our existence and the ways in which we're all connected to each other, and we're all connected to life through some kind of source energy. Who knows what it is, but some kind of source energy. And so really tapping into that level of reality and witnessing yourself and your partner from there before moving into being sexual. And I think I forgot to say how much time to do each one. 3 minutes where you're reflecting on yourself from this perspective, and 3 minutes where you're reflecting on your partner from this perspective. I hope that you enjoy this practice. Please leave me comments. Tell me how it goes for you. Remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel. And is that it? That's all the things. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.